Hello guys and welcome back. So this is the last NHL 2021 season preview, the last team being New Jersey Devils. So New Jersey Devils, an interesting team definitely, probably not that strong. I'm predicting them, I would say, just straightforward to finish last in the Eastern Division. So I really don't think they have like big chances of making playoffs. There are some issues, of course, with New Jersey Devils, as there have been for the past 2 years, basically. But we'll see how they can manage to put all things together, and if it will work out or not. So let's start with looking at the last three seasons for the Devils. Season 17-18 there, it was pretty good for the Devils. They finished with 97 points, just 3 points away from the 100. So pretty fine. Season 18-19, there was a deep, decrease in the points totals, only 72 there. And the last season actually a little bit better than the season before, but still not great. After full 82 games schedule, the Devils were projected to finish with 81 points. So last season and statistics from the last season. Power play, approximately 18%, that was 21st in the league, so really not that good. Penalty kill was actually for the Devils quite surprisingly pretty good, averaging over 82%. That was actually 7th best in the NHL. So penalty kill, Devils definitely will want to keep doing great on those penalty kills, which is of course very important in the games to be able to kill penalties, and Devils have been able for the most part to do that in the last season. So definitely penalty kill, very great last season for the Devils. Goals for 2.68, averaging over 2.5 goals per game last season. That was 24th best in the NHL, and goals against 3.25, that was 28th best in the NHL, so not that good actually either. What about some injuries? Before this season, only injury up there, Nico Hischier. He was injured like in the late December in Switzerland, where he was preparing for the training camp. So he's not there from the start of the training camp. He probably will miss the first few games, but it is not a long-term injury. He didn't, underwent any surgery, so he should be right back in it. And I don't have him in these lineups because he probably will miss some time, but it definitely won't be like a long time. He should be in a few weeks back in the ice, prepared to help his team, definitely. So no long-term injuries for the Devils, which is definitely great news. Cap hit for the Devils just over 73 million. So they have still like almost 9 million of cap space left. They have not signed yet Jesper Bratt, which is a restricted free agent. So definitely they will want to sign Jesper Bratt. They have 9 millions left, so definitely it won't be a problem. But a lot of these guys on this roster, which we'll talk about just a little bit later, are actually UFAs or RFAs, so their contracts will expire after this season is over. So New Jersey Devils, and especially the general manager of the Devils, has to decide what he wants to do in the future for the next few seasons. If he wants to stick to this group and maybe just try to add for those 9 millions some new guy or new guys, potentially more, or if he wants to just completely rebuild. So I think that would be very interesting to see what the Devils will do after this season is over, because a lot of their players are going to have their contracts expire, so they could potentially decide what they want to do. Okay, so let's look at the roster right now. First offensive line, most probably with the injury of Nico Hischier. So till Nico Hischier is out, probably will be Nikita Gusev, Jack Hughes, and Kyle Palmieri. So Jack Hughes is at least a little bit profiting from this injury from Nico Hischier. He will probably get some very good ice time minutes on the first line. So in the beginning of the season, definitely Jack Hughes can show what he's capable of. And maybe if he plays really well, maybe he stays there on the top line for the whole season. Who knows? So this is projected by the Daily Faceoff, where I got all the informations for the roster from. This line is projected to be the second worst first line in the NHL. So not that good statistics for these guys. Second line, probably Johnson, Zajac, and Merkley. That is projected to be the third worst second line in the NHL. So again, kind of struggles there with the offensive group for the New Jersey Devils. The third line, probably Wood, Zacha, and Bastian. That is projected to be the 15th best in the NHL, so mediocre in the middle of the table. And the fourth line probably will be Kuokkanen, Bokvist, and Sharangovic. So kind of a rookies all over the place on the fourth line, on the fourth offensive line. And this is projected to be actually pretty good, 11th best fourth line in the NHL. So definitely a lot of young guys coming up for the New Jersey Devils, especially like Kuokkanen, Bokvist, Sharangovic. Of course, Hughes is pretty young. Nico Hischier still in his early 20s. So yeah, a lot of young guys prepared to be ready to make some offensive work for the New Jersey Devils. We'll see how they will do. First defensive pair, probably Murray and PK Subban. That is projected to be only 25th best first defensive pair in the NHL for this upcoming season. Of course, PK Subban with some issues in the last season. He has not been playing well. So I don't know if he enjoys staying in New Jersey or not. I don't want to get into this conversation, but definitely a lot more, not more, but a lot more will be expected from PK Subban this coming season than what he has provided last season. So definitely Subban will be looking for a big bounce back here. That's just for sure. And he must bounce back for the money that they are paying him. I think it is expected from Subban definitely to score more points and be more involved also in the offensive part of the game, but also be more responsible in the defensive part of the game for the next season. So PK Subban, definitely make sure to be watching him for this upcoming season. The second defensive pairing probably will be Ty Smith and Severson. That is projected to be 14th best second defensive pair in the NHL. And the third defensive pair most probably will be Butcher and Vatanen. That is projected to be 19th best third defensive pair in the NHL. Goalies for the New Jersey Devils, Corey Crawford and his backup most probably Mason Blackwood. I think that's pretty solid goaltending tandem, of course. Sorry for that. Of course, Corey Crawford with some injury problem in Chicago, but I think Mason Blackwood will be ready to step in when he will be needed, and I think that he's a good goaltender overall. Maybe he gets some chance to even become the first starter for the New Jersey Devils this season above Corey Crawford, but we'll see. So right now, the time has come to look at the UFAs, so unrestricted free agent. The first unrestricted free agent, Sami Vatanen. Of course, probably New Jersey will want to sign him, but we'll see if Vatanen would want to stay in New Jersey. Also, Murray will be unrestricted free agent, and what may be a problem for New Jersey, the free offensive, not stars, but the three very, very important offensive players for New Jersey will be unrestricted free agents after the season ends. So it will be Nikita Gusev, Kyle Palmieri, and Travis Zajac. So these three will be unrestricted free agents. They would be free to go after the season ends. And I'm definitely interested to see if they will stay in New Jersey or if they will decide, you know what, we have had enough. New Jersey is probably not in the next few years a cup contender, and we want to be, fighting for the cup, fighting for those top prizes quite soon. So we decide to leave New Jersey. We don't know what will happen. And the three very young guys are restricted free agents. Of course, their entry-level contracts will expire after this season. So that's Bastian, Kuokkanen, and Sharangovic. I'm pretty sure they would be very much motivated to show what they can do and to fight for a pretty good next contract with the New Jersey Devils. The better they play, the better contract they would get. It's a very easy equation. And they definitely will want to prove to the coach and also to general manager that it's worth paying for them to stay in New Jersey and paying them a lot. So definitely, I think Kuokkanen, Sharangovic, and Bastian, they will be motivated, no question about it. And they will try to make sure that they have the best position possible in these new contract negotiations. My prediction, as I have said earlier, for the New Jersey Devils, last in the Eastern Division. It's very sad, but that's just how I see it. Like, somebody must be last, and I think that New Jersey really does not have that much quality here to be able to fight for playoff spots. Maybe they won't finish last, maybe 7th position, maybe 6th, but I definitely don't see them being higher than 6th position. But yeah, that's our season preview for the New Jersey Devils. It's the last season preview that I'm doing, so right after this, I'm doing my NHL 2021 season predictions. So I'll be predicting where which team from each division finishes. So definitely make sure to also check that video, which is coming up just very soon. And yeah, thank you very much, guys, for watching again. Please subscribe if you have not already. And I will be talking to you again with my NHL 2021 predictions very, very soon. So stay safe and bye, guys.